Hi guys, welcome to Sourcing Classes. This is Sima Hegde presenting before you the current and contemporary affairs in anthropology. The first topic for today is Yakshagana. Yakshagana is a traditional folk dance form popular in coastal Karnataka districts. A trip to the coastal belt would be incomplete without watching the Yakshagana, an elaborate dance drama performance unique to Karnataka. It is a rare combination of dance, music, song, scholarly dialogues, and colorful costumes. A celestial world unfolds before the audience as loud singing and drumming form a backdrop to dancers clad in striking costumes. Hence the name Yaksha, that means celestial, and Gana, that is music. This is a night-long event with elaborately adorned performers dancing to the beat of the drums in open-air theatres, usually in the village paddy fields after the winter crop has been harvested. Traditionally, men portray all the roles, including the female ones. A typical troupe consists of 15 to 20 actors and a Bhagwata, who is the master of the ceremonies and the main storyteller. The performances draw crowds from far and wide with a fairground atmosphere pervading the venue till dawn. Speaking of the elements of Yakshagana, there's the music. Musical instruments used in Yakshagana include the drums, harmonium, maddale tala, that is the mini metal clappers, and flute, among others. Then there is the act. Each performance typically focuses on a small sub story known as prasanga from ancient Hindu epics of Ramayana or Mahabharata. The show consists of both stage performances by talented artists and commentary that is performed by the lead singer or Bhagavata accompanied by traditional music. We then have the dress. Costumes used in Yakshagana are very unique and elaborate. Large size headgear, colored faces, elaborate costumes all over the body, and musical beats on the legs, that is called gejje. Performers need great physique to perform with heavy costume for several hours and also strong voice and acting or dancing skills. Then we have the troops. There are several popular troops known as melas performing Yakshagana throughout the year. Saligrama Mela, Dharmasthala Mela, Mandarthi Mela, Parduru Mela are some of the leading names. Now let's talk about experiencing Yakshagana. Yakshagana performances occur at multiple places in districts of Udupi, South Canara and North Canara. Check on the local media host, or if you were to check on some of the local media, you would definitely be able to find out when the performances take place. Speaking of costumes and makeup, facial makeup made of vegetable dyes ranges from simple to intricate designs depending upon the character's role. The motifs on the face varies for heroes, demons, and female characters. The faces of kings and princes are painted rosy pink. Yama's face is black. Lord Krishna and Vishnu are painted blue. Demonical makeup is heavy, with artificial eyelids and white dots liberally applied to portray the ferocious and violent nature of the demons. The traditional costume consists of a dhoti, pajama, a jacket or vest, and a loose gown. The vest like garment is generally in shades of green or red, and the dhoti has red, black, and orange checks. Red and white cloth is tied around the waist at the back. A character's girth is sometimes increased by tying sheets of colorful cloth and saris around him. It is customary for males to perform the roles of females. Female costumes are simple, typically garments worn by local women. Now, the major types of characters are valiant heroes or warriors like Karna, Arjuna, gods and god incarnates who fight great battles and perform deeds of honor, valiant characters such as Indra and Gaia who are flamboyant, vain, or even silly, Rakshasas and Rakshasis, that is, demons, who signify strength and valor but are evil and cruel by nature. Gods and goddesses like Durga, Chandi, and Narasimha who take up destructive roles in order to crush evil and sin when everyone else has failed. Intermediate characters such as Hanuman, Vali, and Janbawa who have the shape of beasts but are human in nature. Sages, gurus, and Brahmins. Hasyagara, Hanumanayaka, who appears mostly as a servant or messenger and wears mundane, ordinary clothes. Let us briefly talk about households and domestic groups. Let us now talk about the domestic groups. Starting from the basis of the most ordinary experience, by a domestic group, we mean a set of people sharing the same living space. Cohabitation and shared residence is a crucial element in the definition. The living space may also be a place of work and production, such as farm, an artisan's workshop, or a shop. For most modern Western families, it may be no more than a place of relaxation, of social activity and consumption. In this way, the nature of the shared space may change, as may the group sharing it. The associated idea of the nuclear family, which is more restricted than that of the domestic group, refers essentially to the married couple and their children. Some domestic groups may consist of a single nuclear family, others of several, perhaps combining several married couples with either filial links, that is, aged parents and married children, or collateral ones, that is, couples of brothers and sisters. The domestic group, in addition to one or more nuclear families, might include people without kinship links, either taking part in its productive activity, such as servants, journeymen, or apprentices, or not, as in case of tenants, lodgers, and so forth. If the concept of the domestic group is clearly a wider one than that of a nuclear family, then how does it stand in relation of that of household, that which has the advantage of referring to residence, house, hearth, an ancient term used when calculating the number of families? Household is not used here. Domestic group, which is a wider and more neutral preference, is being used. So that is it for today. Hope you found it informative. Thank you.